Okay, here we are together again, my beautiful friends. Seriously, on this Monday post-market wrap-up, let's talk about this day here. Kind of interesting the way it played out, and I want to talk about something else that kind of flew under the radar. I literally just got off the phone with your friend and mine, Greg Hunter, and we were talking about this, and I would like to share it with you. Let's start off with this. So stocks did rally across the board, and you know exactly what was driving this today. It seemed to me, actually, by the end of the day, that it was crude oil rising about 2.5% that really kept the fire going under the stock market. If you noticed, at one point today, this morning, the dollar was under pressure. It was down. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up around 400 points. Then the dollar reversed and got stronger. Stocks started to give back some of those gains. It's so interesting to watch these things play out right before your eyes. Same thing with the bond market. We had buying, then we had selling. Stocks were responding in the way you would imagine they would. Bonds finished about flat for the day. Now let's talk about how things are engineered to drive this market, things you can't even imagine. Okay, so if you were paying attention to this so-called skirmish between Russia and the Ukraine, Russia apparently fired on some Ukrainian ships or captured some or whatever it was, that was the spark that started to push crude oil higher. Again, did it even happen? Probably not. I think this is one of those fake events that are staged so the market will respond in a positive way. I mean, let's talk about that. Financials got a huge boost today off of crude oil being higher. You all know that the banks, the investment banks, have literally off the Richter scale investments in crude oil. They will not be allowed to take losses. You'll take them first. And the energy sector also obviously got a boost here. But this is, when I explain this to you, when I say that you will see things that you will not believe, they'll do whatever they have to do. We've seen that too. They'll fake or they will actually start refinery fires to push crude oil higher. So you can expect more of the game to play out. It's a charade, and it's completely fake. You all know that. So who knows what they're going to pull out of the woodwork here to push crude oil higher so the banks cannot, they're not allowed to suffer any kind of loss. And you'll back it up if they do. You and me both. That's the lesson of 2008. They cannot lose. They will not be allowed to lose. Corporations will not be allowed to lose. Big Pharma will not be allowed to lose. Nothing. Period. The end. We get the crumbs. They get everything else. The same story, which seems like since time immemorial. But that's the way this goes here, people. It's the way it is. Period. The end. So with that said, we can expect more of the same. I'm also assuming we are going to hear, true or not, some stories getting floated out with regard to China trade, the Federal Reserve, whatever it is, because you know what it is. You know why. Understand, this is the end of the year. And being that the CEOs of all these corporations get paid off of stock, they get paid in stock, they're going to do whatever they need to do to push the price of crude oil higher, so it boosts the stock market, more easy money into the markets. So, again, the CEOs can get richer than they are already. This is the game. We do not have a real market in any way, shape, or form. You all understand that. And it's kind of a crazy thing. That's what me and Greg were talking about with regard to this skirmish with the Ukraine and Russia. I don't even believe it happened, I'll be honest with you. I want to see the damage on the ships to prove to me that that event actually occurred, and that's what miraculously put a fire under crude oil, literally. It's just fake, in my opinion. I don't believe it. I really don't. I don't want to sound like conspiracy theorist, but where's the damage to the ships? I want to see the captured vessels. I want to see one person that supposedly got injured. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to be fist-fed nonsense and lies and garbage until I want to see it. I want to see it. And even then, I probably won't believe it either, because they can stage whatever they want. You all know that. It's incredible. Totally, utterly, freaking incredible. All right, so anyway, that's what we can expect moving forward. More fake stories, more staged events, whatever they got to do to rig this market. More banks getting involved in rigging every aspect of this market. No arrests will be made. Not one upper management person will ever get arrested. Just won't happen in this environment of a bank that's rigging the markets. They'll pay fines. They'll get some flunky to take the blame, but no upper management official whatsoever will ever get in trouble. So, that's something else you need to get used to. All right. With that said, I did close one of my credit spreads today on Apple. I just don't like the way it's trading. So I did close that with a loss, not a big loss, but I did open up a new credit spread on Microsoft. Again, I like trading that one, as you can tell if you follow my positions, which I do post on my website. So all of my newest positions, including that one, are now on my website, traderschoice.net. There is a link in the lovely description of this video. Check it out. That's it, everybody. See you in the morning.